Now then everybody, it's Dan from Home Physique. So I just thought I'd do a little video whilst I'm on the bike, mainly just to do an announcement for the next Talking Bollocks on the bike. If you want to get your questions in, please do on this video, and then I'll put up a full video basically answering them and whatnot. I've got a few questions to answer from last time. I've also got a few questions already for this one coming up, so I'm going to quickly try and answer them now. Maybe try and just touch on a few little things I want to talk about. So quickly, the questions from before I didn't get around to answering. Matt does fitness. Would you rather fight a horse-sized squirrel or 25 squirrel-sized horses? This is a bit like the duck one that I had before. I think it'd have to be the 25 squirrel-sized horses, because a horse-sized squirrel would be fucking terrifying. What is your bank account number, sort code and PIN? I'll send you it on Facebook, mate. There's fuck all in there. Lower side, where do you like going on holiday, and how do you maintain gym progress and not be too trained when you get back? I like going to a place called Colluseum in Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands. It's just a nice little place, real chilled out. Weather's always good. Been there a couple of times now. If money's not an option, then I love going to America, especially get me in Las Vegas. I love the place. Every time I touch down there, I get a warm fuzzy feeling, and I just really like Las Vegas. In respect to maintaining gym progress and not be too detrained when you get back, if you're going away for a week, don't fucking worry about it, seriously, because you aren't going to detrain. You're going to be fine. I'm not kidding you. It takes at minimum a month before you start seeing any problems in the gym where you're going and you'll struggle to lift the weights you did. A week's not going to do fuck all to you, and if you're going on holiday, just enjoy it. Don't go away and limit yourself and stress you. If you spend 51 weeks of the year keeping on top of yourself and getting your training in that for 1 week, I'm sure you can afford to just let your hair down a little bit, you know what I mean? That being said, if there's a gym wherever I go, I always try and get a couple of sessions in, just because I enjoy training. So it's never intense, it'll just be like a little bit of a bro split to get a bit of a pump on before you go out, you know what I mean? What's your max deadlift, squat and bench? From John 9 Full. Well, like I've said before, it's all at different weights really. My deadlift was 200k, which was from an inch deficit. I was about 179 when I did that, and I've been cutting for about 8 weeks, I think. I benched a really sloppy 140 kilos. My ass came up and everything. I think I was 184 at that, and the squat was about 165 when I was dressed in a Santa costume. And depth on that might be a bit suspect, but there you go. I don't really think about it too much, to be honest. I know I'll be smashing that in time. Eat, Sleep, Train, which is Robbie, who's just done his mock meet, which you go check out, which is good if you're doing the cube method. Are you hoping the bike riding will help cover you up for you being out of breath from too much Capri Sun? I only drink Ribena, faggot. Ronnie Jones, if you were put in a Colluseum with a gladiator, what would be your weapon of choice? No modern day equipment. I'd have to go for like a mace, I think, just because it'd be fucking good to pound someone's fucking head in rather than slicing and dicing. Blinghound, not including ketosis, extremes or muscle fullness, and assuming adequate protein, do you think the ratio of fat carbs really matters when bulking or cutting? I don't think it's as extreme as people make out. Obviously you want to make sure you're getting a decent amount of fat. If you struggle to eat more, for example, I'll use Robbie as an example. I know that he's eating a shit ton of calories every day and he struggles to eat because he's a bitch. To have a higher fat intake would probably be better, because there's more calories in per gram of fat, so you could get a lot more volume of food in without having to eat as much, you know what I mean? Obviously the more carbs you get, the more energy you're going to have, But then again, some people, if they have too many carbs, they start to feel a bit lethargic. I know I do, in before diabetes. In respect to cutting, you want to try and keep your carbs as high as possible, because as soon as you drop them off, you're going to start feeling like shit, and your workouts are going to go to shit. When I first did a cut down, I really went low carb with it, and I felt shit. The second time I did a cut where I retained pretty much most of my mass, my lean mass should I say, I was doing about 200 grams of carbs minimum, and I felt great. And I was setting PRs as well while it was happening, so there you go. Which fitness YouTuber would you love to train with? It'd be good to go train at Super Training as a little weak bitch and watch everybody else, just because I think Mark Bell's like humour's funny, but I'd probably like to train with Brandon Campbell, no homo, mainly because my calves next to his would look even bigger than they already are, so it'd be quite a good thing to see. To quote Ben Seif, "Can I wash my winky in your kitchen sinky?" I have no idea who Ben Seif is, but for you, anytime. I think that was it. Stefan Plows, here's a question: where can I get half decent weight equipment from the Northwest UK? Strength Shop, Savage Strength, all places like that. Great. And I think I answered all the rest of them, so that is that. So yeah, questions for next time, if you leave them below, I will be able to get around to answering them. So quickly, to end this video, next week on Saturday, yeah, I should be doing my cube method mock meet. So what I'm planning to do after doing that live Q&A interview sort of thing with Shreddy Breck last weekend, it was sort of like a little bit of a mess about that we did. I'm planning to try and set my laptop up with a camera and do my mock meet as like a Big Brother style, you know, it's going to be live, so I'll probably end up doing it about 12 o'clock. I'm going to be on call that weekend, so if I do get called out, it'll end up not happening. But if it doesn't, you should be able to log into the channel and you'll be able to see me probably scratching my ass and twirling my knob around because I'll forget that I'm on camera. But yeah, I'm going to plan to do it live, so the squat, bench, deadlift, I don't know how long I'm going to take to do it. I'm going to try and approach it as, like, say, a proper meet, but it's not going to be that serious sort of thing. Also, I'm only really trying to hit the maxes that I set out in my spreadsheet rather than try to get a PR, because the only thing I'm really bothered about here is being able to lift a relatively decent amount of weight without an injury. This cycle's gone great so far. I don't really feel too bad, so if I can get up a decent amount of weight without hurting myself, jobs are good. And then next cycle I will try to get a PR from it. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I no longer have homephysique.com. I ended up closing the website down just because it was costing me, I think it was about £120, £130 a year. I never really used the site. I didn't spend any time, you know, updating it or anything, because once I've done my videos, uploaded them, done comments, watched everybody else's videos and shared it to Twitter, the Facebook page, all things like that, it just takes up a lot of time. So doing it all on a website as well, it's just too much. It's too much of a job. And to be honest, I wasn't really getting much traffic from the website, obviously, because I wasn't putting much effort into it. So I just figured, call it a day. Most people that do contact me through YouTube or through my email, which is still available if you've got anything you need to ask. So that's the only reason I've shut it down. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share with your friends, get your questions in like I said, and I'll see you next time. Cheers now.